Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. Was walking in the dark until you came and turned a light on. And I don't wanna take the rain without the clear skies. And I don't wanna take the pain without the love. I know you had to break a heart to start the healing. I know I'll never give you up.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I know I'll never give you up.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Show me a different way. I'm not afraid to
Don't turn your back or expose your neck.
I was walking in the dark until you came and turned the light on.
Minions have spawned.
And I don't wanna take the rain without the clear skies. And I don't wanna take the pain without the love. I know you have to break a heart to start the healing. I know I'll never give you
Right. Okay. Anyways, almost with the technical difficulty. Looks like we have. Is this top lane? Yeah, top lane. Duo is. I know. No. It looks like they're playing Grand. That's different. Like, have you seen them play Brand?
Brand, Chin, yep, okay. And then.
Blue team is like right on the team's turn. Top lane. Don't know who that is, but I know that the other person, I think that's Malphite, if I'm not wrong. Is that Darius?
Yeah,
No,
that's
no.
Darius.
Honestly,
I'm not sure who's in middle lane, but Loneliness.
Landon's in middle.
What?
Landon's in middle and mid lane.
I thought it was Owen. But okay.
No.
Oh wait.
This is DV Black, not DV Purple.
Oh. Oh, it looks like the game is a 4v5. One of Lincoln's members were sick.
Yeah. Those seem like they're gonna get first kill.
Maybe. If he's... Never mind. I was... Looks like they're up. Almost... And they're all at that... all of the dragon. Cypher's definitely gonna get that kill. Oh, Void grabs Snapjacket.
Right about here.
I think those two are both issues. I think.
No, they're gonna get out of there. They had to get void grabs.
Perfect work. You need one more kill.
I don't think that qualified to activate.
Yeah, back up on the like a bit further. Yeah, a bit further. Yeah, Brad. All right. Great work, guys.
I'm sure it's FL. Oh, there goes Cypher. And it looks like the person Cypher is playing is Lux, which is usually Lux a support?
Yeah, we saw him.
Yeah.
Can't be for sure. He's going up.
Thought so. Lux is a really powerful support, and a lot of people don't like playing against her, but love playing with her.
I know. I keep. So you're ready.
She does a lot of damage.
I can look like right.
Blue team is up by 1 kill.
Oh, I have to I have too much health that he can't get.
If I'm reading the symbols correctly. Usually supports are seen in the bottom lane, right?
Yeah.
So I know Brandon's support. So Brandon and Lux are both supports. And they're up
But
in the
they
middle.
can be played as different lanes.
Is that all six? Yeah. What they have
Yeah. I think that really helps when it comes to being good at
We're gonna have
character.
to diving here on that thing. One of them's teleport to the bot. Brand's on bot.
Oh, that was a really nice kill by red team.
Oh yeah, back up.
I think that Scorpion is really cool. especially because of what he can do.
There's alts.
Gone. I think go up, guys.
Yeah.
The area.
And seems kind of seems to kind of be in jungle.
So
Brand.
We're gonna try and get on. Honestly, yeah.
Is that Vego? There he is, taking the wolves. So, question: when you're like killing the mini bosses in the jungle, does it give you like any buffs?
you level up if you're a jungler.
That's true.
Seems like red team is taking the void grips again. I know it's really important to get void grips when they spawn.
I got him on the turret. Hey. What? How good? I know. I don't know where that is. If I hit that arrow. Hey, Legion got Drake. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna stay
Seems.
We're technically up on kills too, so. And see it.
Red team hasn't gotten any dragon. Lucian has gotten both dragons.
Let's wait for this.
But red team's gotten all the void grips, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, yeah.
They do seem to be having really good communication.
Yeah.
With a
Jake's on.
Almost.
He should be going up towards back. That's too far. Yeah, he's playing really good.
and I think so. They should definitely start buying some stuff.
Okay, Jin's
Because
still
they,
stuck
most of them have beginner items.
Which is fine because they won't buy stuff unless they die or have to base back. Which they usually won't buy stuff even if they base back. It's better to just buy stuff when you die.
I think what the problems with that is if you kill the opposing team, then they're gonna be able to base back. And that all just amazing. I think it's really cool because the Scorpion can grab the opponent, especially since they're all by turret. Then grab the opponent and make them take damage from the turret. I think that's
get out of here, guys. Alright.
that's really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, though. I'll get out. Come on, take him. What? They're all 1 HP. They're all 1 HP. Come on. Yeah, they're so low. They're so low. If you can try and steal them.
The Scorpion is Starner.
That's what his name is.
Yeah.
Okay, so red team right here? No. And that's the first turret. Three kill.
They're on the Rift Herald on super mid.
Oh. Anyways,
On. If you don't know where this shit's at,
I'm just not.
you don't know
Seems
where
like
this shit is actually.
I think blue team is just trying to get the Herald.
Yeah.
I don't think red team is. I don't think red team is worried about the Rift Herald. Oh, the dragon. Okay. And that's the next tag dragon, right? That's the hex tech dragon, right?
Yeah.
Brand is killing everyone. That is not good for DV. With a 3-person kill right there, that was not good.
Okay, that's Darius and Jin.
Hopefully now though they start buying stuff. Because I feel like it is that time to start buying fencing stuff. Fencing set, especially since they have 24.8 thousand.
That's not how much gold they currently have.
That's in all.
It's how much. That's how much they've gotten so far in the current game, even if they spent money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both.
But I'm a bit confused on what red team is doing. Maybe. Wow. Lincoln is doing very good damage. Especially with... That was mostly a 1v2 and he killed both.
That was a 2v2.
Oh, was Brand over in the corner? But I really do think it's crucial to get...
There was 2 people from Lincoln and 2 people from ours, and then both of them killed the 2 people from ours.
I really do think that DVD, especially since it's a 4v5. Minutes and I think I can't see them. Hold on.
We're on drag right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All three of them are all in lane.
Get you. I think it was a wise decision for a team, at least that red team member to fall back.
Okay.
So allowed to take your hand off the knife.
You might have to your kite on the top of her.
Looks like the new team is taking the new jungle boss.
They did add a new jungle boss, didn't they? I don't think I've played. What is? Do you know what it does?
It's a very good boss if you get it. It looks like DB's pushing up here. Does look like they might get. They are gonna get the boss.
Although Lincoln got that kill, they did make Lincoln retreat, especially this. Lincoln saw it now. That was good on DB's part. If you were in this situation, what would you do? If you were in the situation that DB's in, the Hex Tech Drake just got taken. They don't have any Drakes, and they are down by 4 kills. What would you do?
Definitely focus on taking towers and clearing waves. And then if you have enough, then definitely go for the like dragons and stuff. It does look like our top liner is gonna get killed. Our jungler and mid lane are gonna come to. It does look like Lincoln will get the Acton.
Hits the spot.
I feel like Lincoln is definitely being a lot more aggressive than they have been before. I don't think they've been this aggressive.
Way too out of my front.
It does look like they might lose this game.
Possibly. But I just want to mention that um, on Lincoln's side, you've been seeing that all, haven't you? One that has a big area of the map and the person can shoot anywhere. I think that's a really OP, overpowered
We're off air.
ult.
We're gonna have to what? Try and steal this. Never mind. I'm fine.
Pigeon.
Blue team double kill. Godlike.
That's random.
Right? Anyways, unfortunately, I do have to depart from. Anyways, I have to go. Do you want to come over here? All right then. Look at it. No. I'm hungry. So I'm gonna go eat. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe not. I'll find out.
Can you work with
This one? Okay. It does look like they're currently more in jungle while so blue team's gonna get Nasher, I believe. That's a really powerful ult. It does look like red team has lost. They did pretty good, I said. They could just focus on some more, like, I feel like they could maybe maybe they could have like how do I put this? I feel like they could focus on like if they have to like go maybe get focus on minions a tad bit more and maybe get some good setup for their purchases.
Or like get them pushed out the bottom. And you can worry about bot lane and okay. Making it fine, you guys do. Exactly. Yeah.
Feel my arms holding on so tight just when you need it most. Feel the freedom of being careless, just being in love. Everything will be alright. Through the darkness, through the night, no fear anymore. No fear anymore.
Eli. Switch it. They're doing bans. Alright, time for bans. It looks like Lincoln has banned Gomer, Nautilus, and Lux. And then DB Black has banned. I can't read that first one, but Kara. And then Darius.
No fear anymore.
Thank you. Yeah. And then the first ban for DB Black is Cassante. Then DB Black picked Vagar, and then Lincoln has picked Jin once again. Looks like second pick for Lincoln is Cassandra. I don't know how to say that. DV Black is Kane.
No fear anymore.
What if this game you gain top, gets it up quick?
Third pick for DV Black is Blitzcrank. Third pick for Lincoln is Echo. I love playing Echo for jungler. I hope he's for jungler. Fourth ban for Lincoln is Malphite. Then fourth ban for DV is Gangplank. Then fifth ban for Lincoln is Ash. And for DV Black, fifth ban is Ambessa. Fourth pick for Lincoln is Rankton, I think. I don't know. For DV Black, fourth pick is Mordekaiser, which is obviously going to be top lane. Our DV Black top lane loves Mordekaiser. Fifth pick for DV Black is Caitlyn. Fifth pick for Lincoln is Yumi.
Their turrets down in the lanes. One turret. Have that lane. Anywhere on there. That can come down and play bottom and try.
Hey! So we're gonna be starting the second round for League of Legends DV Black shortly.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I
Alright.
see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
You should get another commentator, Eli. I don't know, one of the coaches.
That's right. Nothing else.
Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their
Yeah.
cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes
I don't know what to talk about. My phone's right here.
I love everything.
What to talk about?
Spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
Better because they did ban some of their main characters. Oh. Okay. I'm not good at that. I mean, Harry Potter, yes. Anything else? No. Okay. 3 minutes, and then we'll start. And how many minutes? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, never mind. Not 3 minutes. We're starting now. There we go. Yep. Oh.
We used to light the room right up, now we barely see the colors on the walls. I like it dark, I like it dark. That way you never even see me at all.
Alright. Maybe a bit of technical difficulties.
There we go.
Okay. Now we're loaded. Okay, looks like we are blue this time.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Looks like their jungle is
30 seconds until minions spawn.
okay. No. Their top. No, that's their mid laner. So, the mid laner seems to be just hanging out in jungle. A lot of their characters seem to be hanging out in jungle, actually.
I already calculated your odds. Sorry, won this fight already? Doing it again for fun. I've seen your future. It's got broken bones.
I do believe that Echo is playing jungle. Because Echo can play both jungle and mid. But I do like myself Echo for jungle. Looks like their one player, the one player that's sick seems to be a bottom laner, so a bot lane, and so only one person is on bot lane. So
Like that finger is like what eight. And
Dude.
what in base. I'm gonna set them for
does seem like our jungler is doing pretty well. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Feels like the support is sitting in bush. Okay. Does look like our top laner is doing really good for it has more health than Lincoln's top lane.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Alright. I can hear myself. Yeah. Let's see if that fixes it. Yeah, I can't hear myself anymore. How do I put this down? Yep. Alright, so hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Wrathgaber, and I will be joining Olivia Lindsay here and commentating this game of League of Legends. This is Dakota Valley Black versus Sioux Falls Lincoln. The number 2 seed versus number 5. I think this is game 2. I just got done with my match, so I'm just getting here, but this is game 2. Yep. Looks like Flash Smite Cannon, aka Michael, just barely gets out of that one. That was really close though. So I don't know if we've explained who's who yet, but we have Mr. Pie Guy, aka Hunter Wood. Then we have Terrible Death, which is Ethan Kinsey. We then have The Fort, which is Ben Phillips, and Cypher, who is normally on DV Purple, but he is moved down this game to play for DV Black. As you can see right now, it is currently a 4v5, so Sioux Falls Lincoln is still at a disadvantage, but they are still not to be trifled with. They are quite a team. So here we have DV with a slight gold advantage just from them having more members, which means they're kind of a gold deficit right now, but they still are kind of winning. So far the score is still 0-0 by 8 minutes. Nobody has died, which is better for honestly say it would be better for DV to go even, because Sioux Falls has the advantage of just being like stronger, better right now, because like they have a less experience to go around. But once you hit the late game, which is kind of what DV's hoping for, that XP lead doesn't mean anything, because you are you can only go to level 18 in this game. You cannot go any higher. Here we have Landon trying to fight Caston. Flashes out because he feared for his life, because Caston is quite the big counter to Vigar. From the looks of things, right now it's kind of a standstill. Nothing's really happening. Of course, that's just because bot lane can't. The Sioux Falls bot laner doesn't have a support to help him. However, he does have his jungler. And here we have an unfortunate turn of events by Ethan and Hunter. Yeah, super unfortunate. And just like that, Sioux Falls gets 3 kills, I think. Nearly a triple, but Hunter does live to see another day. However, he doesn't see the Echo in the bush. Echo flashes and gets him. Here comes Michael. Echo has nothing except his Jin, which is a bit unfortunate. However, Ethan will take down the Sioux Falls jungler. More mid lane action. So this mid lane is definitely a late game mid lane. Both members of the mid lanes are strongest in the mid to late game. I'd say out of the two, Vigar scales better. Or when I say scale, I mean gets better, like gets stronger in the late game. But Kassadin kind of counters Vigar as a champion, so it's just kind of eh. You can also see that Kassadin just has more CS, which is that golden number next to the character icons at the bottom middle of the screen. Ben is trying to hold up to the Sioux Falls top laner, however, is a tough matchup. 4 people on Dragon. For Dakota Valley, I don't think there's going to be much contesting. Yep, because Sioux Falls is just going to go ahead and take the Void Grubs. You know, Dakota Valley has 2 dragons, which is good for them. So, yeah. Here we have Michael and Landon squaring off against Sioux Falls mid laner and jungler. Looks like everyone's just gonna back off here. Echo's not able to do too much. Here it just looks like Renekton's gonna prepare a dive. Ben's gonna have to be very careful because what Renekton's doing is he's going down and clearing Ben's wave. So that way Ben doesn't have any minions to hold up and stall Sioux Falls mid laner's wave. Not mid laner, top laner's wave. Which in turn will allow the top laner to dive Ben much easier. And I believe with the HP difference that won't be much of an issue for Sioux Falls top laner. Here we're just kind of seeing the disadvantage that Landon's at because not really able to do much here. Michael's trying to alleviate it, but Michael can only do so much from the castle and just teleports away. So the thing about Mordekaiser that's really handy here is Mordekaiser has some really good sustain. The problem is that Mordekaiser's tower is going to fall here soon, and I think Renekton will just kill him because of the item difference.
Turret plating will soon fall.
We have Michael attempting to fight the enemy top laner, which this could go either way, honestly. Renekton's trying to turn on them. I mean, top lane is getting really close to killing them, and Michael and Mordekaiser just barely get it. Unfortunately, enemy jungler is here to clean up. I think Ben might die. Yeah. Yeah, just kind of like everyone's getting back on the map. I have noticed that Michael has transformed, so Michael's playing the character called Kane right now, which means he starts as base form Kane, which is just him being a human, and then he has a red form and a blue form, and in simplest terms, that makes a world of difference because blue Kane plays the role of an assassin trying to get the enemy backline and killing them. Meanwhile, enemy tanks are not safe with Red Cane, which is what Michael is right now, because Red Cane has max health damage, which means he kind of shreds tanks, while also having a ton of healing, so he can survive. Unfortunately, Dakota Valley's bot lane just got dove by 3 people, which sucks because they traded 2 for 1, which obviously bad trade. Plus, I mean, they lost a bot tower, but they might get this topside OBJ. Which, when I say OBJ, I mean objective, which is like dragons, void monsters, which is what they're currently taking. They're taking a void monster. Sioux Falls has the slight gold advantage if you do look at the top due to their increased number of kills, but Dakota Valley overall is still doing pretty well. Because also another thing is that Jin right now is really strong just by not dying. Because he doesn't have to share XP with the support because the support isn't here. And so here's the unfortunate part, is that Blitzcrank probably dies here. Yep. However, they do kill enemy top laner, who is now 1-3. Unfortunately, I do not believe Ethan lives this. Yep. Highly unfortunate 2v1. He actually could have won that if enemy ADC wasn't there. He was close. So here we have enemy Sioux Falls appears to have certain strategy with their builds and when I say builds, I mean their items, which you can see, like you can see the increased number of things appearing in the bottom middle of the screen. Renekton normally doesn't build the sword that you see at the bottom of the screen. He normally, that's considered a lethality item, which is not what Renekton's supposed to build. He's supposed to build HP and attack damage, which that does not give you HP. So I'm guessing he's thinking about just dealing as much damage as possible. In case you're wondering what lethality does as a stat, which yes, it is a lethality stat. For every lethality you have, it strips away 1 armor from the enemy you're attacking with your AD. So, for example, Renekton, if he, like, say, uses his Q, he will strip away armor as he attacks. We had a good good ambush from Dakota Valley. Hunter goes for the flash hook, not quite enough to catch. Here we have enemy top laner just being a nuisance by being just perpetually in lanes, taking waves, making Dakota Valley have to respond to him. Looks like he got a little bit of attention, but they're not going to catch him because he has good escape. Didn't even have to burn flash. We seem to be 5-man chasing him, which I don't mean to be super... It's kind of confusing why we all chased him, because if you look bot lane, Jin is getting things done. He's taking tower. I don't think we're going to recall in time to save bot tower. We might, but it's going to be close. I think we're just going to push the Rift Herald top lane, fight for Otacon. Ben loses to the enemy jungler inside of his ult, which not good. Michael's trying to clutch up the fight. Kind of hectic out here. Michael, unfortunately, was not able to 2v1. Landon is still standing, however, Jin is just getting things done bot. Landon is the only DB member left standing after that fight. The gold difference isn't getting much wider if you look at the top, but that's just because the enemy laners only have to share between 4 of them. Meanwhile, Dakota Valley has to share between 5, which, like I said, mid-game, that's going to suck for Dakota Valley. They're just going to be weaker overall as individuals, but as a team, they're going to be, especially once Sioux Falls stops being able to, like, scale and gain items, they'll just not be as strong overall. Here we're just kind of standing around waiting for drag to spawn, which spawns in about, I can't see objective timers, but it spawns soon, I bet, because we're gathering. We don't have any pushed waves. We're all just kind of sitting at drag, which is not good. We really should push waves before we gather for drag, as that doesn't allow the enemy laners to do what they just did, like you just saw Renekton, where he just takes a tower for free. Doesn't look like we're gonna respect that at all. We're just gonna respond to the dragon. Which, Michael not focusing the dragon, he's instead focusing enemy team. I can't see what's going on, but it looks chaotic. Vigar's down. Michael kills Renekton. Jhin still stands. Echo still stands. Only Michael and Ethan still remain. Ethan's dead. Jumped in the bush by the enemy Echo, which Echo is kind of following the same logic as Blue Cane, where you want to dive the enemy backline, and Ethan is unfortunately the backline in this case, so he dies. Yeah, just Dakota Valley is playing well for being the 5th seed, playing into the 2nd seed, and seeing as how dominant Sioux Falls was last year, which, by the way, they were undefeated and I think only ever, I don't think they ever lost even a game of a set. Could be wrong though, they might have lost one in the finals, but we were all escorted out of the building because of bad weather before. This is unfortunate for Michael, he's been caught. Never mind, he's Kane, so he can just go through right through the wall. Which, Kazdan did not think that one through. We're 5-manning again. We're just gathering as a group. We're all piled up though, which means we are susceptible to AoE damage, which is area of effect. AoE stands for area of effect, in case you didn't know that. Michael looks like he wants to make a move here. He might not live much longer. Yeah, unfortunate. Poor Ethan's just been chased down while the rest of his team just isn't able to do anything about it. Okay, so Sioux Falls just got Otacon, which is a very dangerous OBJ objective to hand over, because how it works is the enemy team, you see those red things glowing around them? Yeah, that means they have the Otacon, Voracious Otacon buff, which means that they if they die, they don't actually die. They revive back in the spawn without giving any of the benefits of dying, and they revive in like 15 seconds, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think it is 15. There was a new patch in the past 2 days that changed Voracious Otacon, that made its revive time longer. It used to be only like 5 seconds until you respawn, which was not good. It was very annoying to play against that. Echo is very lucky to be out of that. He probably should not have did that, but yeah. Gold advantage is widening ever further as we... Not just kills that's kind of widening this, it's also the fact that that Dakota Valley Black is kind of neglecting their lanes a little bit. They're not clearing them, which doesn't sound that bad, but the CS or creep score, which is little minion things, that gives you gold for every minion you kill, which since you're not farming those minions, you're not growing as strong as you could be, which is why CS is important, and that's why it's really important that especially Landon right now stays up on CS, because right now he's kind of the only person capable of bringing this back, because everyone else on his team is so down compared to their lane opponent. Meanwhile, Landon's kind of keeping up with his. And then also Landon scales the hardest. I don't know why he's leading the charge here. He's supposed to be the back line. And what really should be happening here is Hunter should be leading this. Sioux Falls just all instantly die. That was really good for Dakota Valley. Trading one for never mind. It wasn't even a 1-2. They're gonna lose their inhibitor, which when inhibitor is taken, it makes enemy cannon minions super minions. Right, there's three types of minions: melee, caster, and there's cannon normally. Enemy cannon minions become super minions, which basically means that they become empowered melees, which do a lot of damage. They can kill some champions if left unchecked, and they take your towers by themselves. So here we have the Dakota Valley just trying to like farm. That was honestly a deep good fight for them. They got the shutdown gold on Jin, which, in case you don't know what a shutdown is, it's money. It's basically you kill them, you get more money than you would normally. So here we're about to experience what's known as the Caston level 16 power spike. It's kind of level 15, but Second is level 16. Which by the way, Caston is the character Cavi Chad is playing, which is the purple guy from Sioux Falls, who's actually the blue, because it's skin he's wearing. Or cosmetic, I should say. Cosmetic item. Here they're taking Baron, which is interesting, because they got away with that unsupervised, because DV's just gotta clear everything up on bot lane, because they did not again push out that wave. That's why you gotta push out those waves before you take objectives. You can't just leave them unsupervised because you lose inhibitors. That's how you lose games. A little bit on Forge. Sioux Falls top laner just really tried to go at Landon like that there, which it would have worked if Landon didn't have flash, and it did, so it didn't work. So Renekton is just kind of without flash or R. Yeah, this is kind of the problem with traveling as a pack. Yeah, you rarely just lose team fights outright, but you lose waves, you lose inhibitors, and you just lose pressure. You can see here, like, just looking at the map, I'm not sure if you can see it because there's a little thing in the way there. But, Echo's just able to walk over in top lane and push that wave. Ethan has to go respond, which is the right thing, but then I don't know if Ethan survives this. It's kind of rough. Hunter just got him. Supports by themselves have never fare well, but most of them are not able to exist independently. They all kind of need either damage or safety, because for the most part, most of them just don't have the damage to survive on their own. Michael's getting kind of caught out here. Gets on Cavi Chad, which is an interesting choice of target. I doubt he actually catches him because Cavi Chad's playing Cassian, which is one of the most mobile characters in the game. You know, I've been kind of negative. DV Black doing really well. Some of them are actually brand new to this game this year, which is surprising that they're able to beat number 5 seed. They're doing quite well for being new to the game. At least some are. So here we have just not much that they're really able to do. They're just kind of stuck on spawn clearing waves, which in all honesty is fine. It's better for them to stay here and clear waves than it is for them to go out and die. It just kind of sucks because they're forced to give up objectives, which is like, I think the next one would be Dragon. But the thing with Superman is they give out a ton of gold and a ton of XP, so they're actually, if the enemy team doesn't end with them, they just kind of let you scale. Yeah, kind of overstepped his bounds there, Hunter, at least. Echo Flash. It looks like Sioux Falls just gonna retake that inhibitor. Not gonna let up. I doubt they end here, but they'll at least get every inhib again, which again keeps DV in there, and that's what's dangerous about that is that Sioux Falls are basically guaranteed to get Baron if they're stuck in spawn, which Baron empowers minions, makes them stronger and better at taking turrets, which makes it not, which minions on their own can end the game, which is, I've seen that plenty of times where a minion wave just gets too big in the side lane and then everyone dies at like a drag fight, or like someone only barely survives and takes the objective, but then they can't back because the objective's trying to fight them, because you can't back, which is like teleporting back to spawn. You can't, because it has like a charge time before you can actually go back. You just yeah, just overall unfavorable position, but like I said, if they can draw this game out, it doesn't matter. So the goal difference here isn't actually that high, it's just that unfortunately you can't. There's not much you can do with this many minions. And as the faded like gray hourglass over where Baron is, like in the top side of jungle, if you look at the bottom right of the screen to the map, in the top portion there's currently one gray hourglass looking item. Now it's gold. That's where Baron is, and Baron might be GG. Sioux Falls looks like they're falling back to Baron. Yep, they're gonna go for it. This might be about where the game ends here. So, we're joined here by Brennan Lindsay, who just got done with the chess match. So, he's here to win at the end of the game of the Black.
Hello, hello, hello.
so we're just gonna witness the end of the game here. Baron, like I did say, will end this game, unfortunately, as there's not enough. As the Baron minions, probably the most dangerous aspect of them is that it's not that they do more damage or that they're faster. It's that they just have a ton of health for how many there are. There's just not enough damage to go around to kill them. So as you can see here, this is just where the game ends, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're DV just at this point in the game, they're not organized enough to do anything, which they couldn't do anything really. Like it's
Yeah, once they first got triple inhibbed, it was all downhill from there.
yeah.
There's just too many super minions. There's not anything they can do about that. That's also why I bring it up that it's really important to push out side lanes, because if the side lanes are not pushed out, uh, they can cause this kind of problem to happen where you just get shoved in.
Yep.
Um, I don't know if we're gonna switch to a commentator cam here, but
Probably be for the best.
um, so yeah, we have Brennan Lindsay, Olivia Lindsay, and
All right, yeah. So I mean, I was able to see a bit from up in the front, and it was a great game. Like DV Black did play pretty well in some parts. I
yeah,
think just over
it's
time, those additional kills really like hurt their momentum,
yeah,
and
it's
it
also
just stole away.
they're their laning, like they're not bad in lane. It's when they get to the mid game, they're not as good mid game as Sioux Falls because they travel around as a pack. Which when you're 5 people versus 4, you should be doing the opposite because you have numbers advantage already. Just have you shouldn't need all 5 people. You should always have one person just in the lane. Make Sioux Falls spread out a lot more than they should. And that's kind of what laning did. It kind of forced them to spread out, and they were winning when they did that. It's just that once they mid game, they felt like they had to clump up for OBJs, and whenever there was someone in the side lane, all 5 of them would roam. It wasn't entirely bad at first, but once it got to the point where they did it for every time something like that happened, it just turned into just there's nothing you can do at that point.
Another thing I noticed was that there was a pretty like stable gold, um, I guess ratio between Sioux Falls and
Yeah.
DV. Like
So the
they were neck and neck
reason,
there.
even though it looks like that, the thing you have to realize is that it takes into account 4 players versus 5. So DV has an extra player to contribute to their gold total, even if it's not very much because it is the support. They still contribute to that, which bit unfortunate because you could really it made it seem a lot. I mean, it's kind of false in that sense. Like it makes it seem a lot closer than it was, but it was also it doesn't really matter who had that gold because an extra body is still an extra body. It's just unfortunate that there was no
Higher gold difference.
yeah,
Okay.
like
Yep.
you would at least expect to be had a higher gold difference earlier, but there's nothing to lose. There's nothing to there's nothing to lose for this match, and there's all to gain because you get to experience the team and you get to play them later.
Yep.
You get to learn from it, and that's the philosophy you should have with video games: is lose now, win later.
Yep. I think all of the none of the DV Black members are seniors, so they'll have the chance to learn from this and recover for next year,
Yep.
next season.
Yep.
All right. I don't think we really have any free members of DV Black here. Looks like Michael Todd's a little busy over there. So should we wrap up the stream here?
I think it'd be good.
All right. Thank you for watching. This has been Dakota Valley Esports. And yeah, is this the final stream that we're gonna do? All right. Yeah, this is the final regular season stream that we'll be putting on for you guys. So I hope you've enjoyed the season. and hopefully we'll get a good run at state. All right, good job to DB Black, and excellent job to DB Purple. All right, see you guys later.
La 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 la